This is Book Talk with Corbin. I'm your host. I wanted to quickly, not necessarily review this book, but sort of promote this book and encourage people to buy it. I've had this book for several years. I bought it. I started reading it. I was really fascinated at what it was talking about. I learned so much from just the first couple of chapters. I learned a lot. Recently, I picked it up again and started reading more of it, and I just said to myself, this is unquestionably one of the most entertaining and informative books I've come across in a long time. Stay tuned, folks. I'll let you know what I'm talking about. What I need to do right now, though, is tell you about my website, booktalkwithcorbin.com. booktalkwithcorbin.com. You'll see a number of interviews I've done there. Some absolutely great thinkers and intellectuals. David Horowitz, Dr. Steve Turley, Karen Caitlin, just a lot of great folks. Go there, check out some of those interviews. Please like those interviews. Subscribe to the channel. Now, I have a YouTube channel. You need to go to youtube.com and put in Book Talk with Corbin or Book Talk with Corbin Sievers and subscribe to the channel, like a video, and share. It was a real pleasure for me yesterday. I was at a church event, and someone came to me and said, hey, I've been listening to your podcast, and we had a good long discussion about some of my interviews. So please become a subscriber, and it really helps me out a great deal. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Okay, having said that, let's go back to the book. And what book am I talking about here? I'm urging people to get. Here's the full title: Good Times, Bad Times, Our Times, a Memoir, Dynamite, Jimmy Walker. That's right, Jimmy Walker. I think a lot of you guys probably know about Jimmy Walker from that great TV series, Good Times. I also know him from a couple of movies he did, great movies he did. One was a very moving, very strong movie about how he was a black athlete who later found he had sickle cell. So, great actor, comedian. But his book, Dynamite, you need to get it. Folks, if you really want to learn about a lot of things, you need to get that book. That guy, I just never realized how much of a key figure he was in pop culture or popular culture. I just never realized how he was such a dynamic and influential figure in the whole comedy field. I mean, this guy's amazing. And the guy, again, I'm talking about is Jimmy Walker. Let me just read from you an excerpt from the back of the book. Quote, I had a violent father and grew up in the ghetto, but I did not become a drug addict. I was the son of folks from Selma, Alabama, but I did not hate white people. I was a child of the 60s, but I did not put flowers in my hair. I enjoyed sudden, enormous fame. I did not do a celebrity crash and burn. Why not? Because of the choices I made. I believe that ultimately every one of us is free to choose. Even though I'm black, I'm free. I believe that each of us is free. Free at first and free at last. End quote. That's from the back of the Jimmy Walker book, Dynamite. This is his life is an amazing story. His life is an amazing story. And it's good reading. It's really good reading. The only reason why I didn't finish it, my first go through, is because, life happens. I just sort of got caught up in other things I had to handle. Things have slowed up a little bit for me, a little bit. Well, actually, what's happened is that because of my podcast, Book Talk with Corbin, I have to do more reading, which is not a punishment for me at all. I mean, it's a blessing. And that's one of the books I just sort of accidentally picked up and started reading. And folks, get it. Dynamite by Jimmy Walker. Highly recommended.